Humanity is on the cusp of a colossal shift in understanding, one that will completely rewrite our relationship with reality itself. I'm Leanne Rose, psychotherapist, advisor to some of the world's most influential leaders, and the channel for a structural intelligence known as the Galayla Collective. On this podcast, we explore what becomes possible when consciousness is understood not as a byproduct of the brain, but as the fundamental substance of the universe itself, capable of completely reshaping the material world we live in. Welcome to Consciousness First. Hello, my loves. Welcome back to Consciousness First. The GC are going to take the helm on this one. I don't know what they're going to be talking about, so I will see you on the other side. Hello, dear souls. So, today we wish to speak of the bridge. Many individuals listening to this podcast have at some point in their journey identified as a bridge of some sort. Now we want to talk about the law of attraction as a bridge into superconsciousness. Many individuals started their manifestation journey, their consciousness journey, with the law of attraction, the secret, this idea that thoughts create reality. Now, this is not 100% true, nor is it a lie. Thoughts are an aspect of what creates reality, but thoughts are generated by identity. And there are many individuals that have come to the conclusion that it is identity that creates reality. Also, not fully 100% true, but it is also not a lie. What we want to talk about here are the bridges of partial truths into the infinite truth, that consciousness is the only substance in the universe. Many individuals play as bridge holders in various aspects of the developmental needs of aspects of source coming into greater and greater levels of awareness that they are source itself. Some individuals are bridges in terms of playing in fifth dimensional frequencies, whether that is playing with religion or playing with spirit guides or playing with this idea of energy or Reiki or healing. There are others that are bridges in a very third dimensional sense in terms of helping people to recognize the power of regulating the nervous system. There are elements that play in breath work, yoga. There are aspects of source that are very focused in money healing. The piece to remember, dear ones, is that all avenues lead back home to source. The piece to remember is the interconnection of all things. You are not coded to do all things. You are coded to bridge humanity back to source in your unique way. For some of you, it is inspiring people to do podcasts. For some of you, it is developing people's individual to feel safe in another human being's presence and to open up their hearts to some of their deepest fears and to be held within that. For some of you, it is mathematics and identifying the equations that make logical sense of this wonderful creation that is the universe. Each of you are coded to bridge humanity into deeper realms of understanding of itself as consciousness from infinite different angles. And some of you are not even aware of the fact that this is an aspect of what your gifts are here to do, especially those of you in very third dimensional based roles. But every single piece of the puzzle fits together, dear souls. This is the beauty of operating from a consciousness first perspective. You begin to recognize how each individual's uniqueness contributes to the whole, contributes to the collective understanding of what it means to be the all that is. Now, we also wish to speak of here, and we will get into this in further episodes in more detail, the bridge that contrast brings. This is the piece that many humans have not yet fully understood. The law of attraction, this idea that thoughts shape reality, was incredible for the layer of dimensional awareness of self that it was necessary for. But when you move beyond it, you begin to recognize how shallow this understanding actually is, and that there is actually no weight to it. But in order for you to actually feel that element of I am outgrowing this, there has to be an aspect of dissonance, even disappointment, that arises in the field. But this is the invitation to dive into deeper and deeper concepts and deeper levels of awareness of self, which ultimately forces you into deeper levels of freedom. Now, many of you have experienced deep contrast in your life, things that have not gone the way that you expected them to go. But we want to highlight here the importance of valuing contrast as a bridge. Those that are teaching law of attraction are not wrong. Those that are moving in a way that at this moment in time may not be the way you want them to move in your life are not necessarily wrong or evil or even narcissistic. They are simply the representation of frequencies that you have outgrown. Now, this does not automatically mean that you are outgrowing these people. When we really look into the nuances of superconsciousness, it could mean that you are outgrowing the version of this person that you are animating day in, day out. And through shifting your perception of them, the relationship will shift, pulling out a beautiful version of this individual. But for some of you, it will be that you desire to move away from this frequency. But it does not mean that we make it wrong, dear ones, in the same way that we are not making the law of attraction wrong. These were fundamental understandings for us to play in. But we also give ourselves permission to outgrow them, to expand our understanding, and to appreciate the pieces that they allowed us to play with at the time. Now, our understanding of the law of attraction has infinitely expanded. It is not just thoughts that create reality. It is our entire internal energetic structure. But if you give this truth to somebody just starting out, it will overwhelm the system. It will feel way too big for them to even consider where to start. We must give individuals a starting leg up to get going. For some of you, you have been playing in relationships with thought patterns, with belief systems that are the starting point of your evolution into superconsciousness, such as this idea of spirit guides, the idea that the universe wants something different for you. None of these things are wrong, dear ones. But give yourself permission to outgrow them and to expand your awareness. Always at the heart of each of these shifts, acknowledging, but what if consciousness really is the only substance in the universe? These are some beautiful, beautiful pieces to begin to play in this perspective. Because remember, dear ones, when you are embodied in the truth that all is one, there is no contrast. There is only the infinite, exploring itself from infinite angles. Sending you oodles of love. We will see you in the next one. Goodbye. There you go, my loves. One of my favorite and most challenging topics is this idea that contrast isn't a hurdle to our highest life. Contrast usually is the portal to our highest life. And we have a beautiful, beautiful transmission series called Expanded that really goes into the ins and outs of this and the cycle at the heart of this, which is the cycle of remembrance process. So if you want more details on that, I'll pop the details in the show notes. But it's also part of our Power Portal Codex, the Unleashed aspect. We will see you in the next one. Bye for now. Thanks for listening, my loves. The GC would love to share this information as far and wide as possible. So if you leave us a review and tag us on social media, we would love to give you access to one of our favorite immersive experiences. This is a huge favorite amongst our clients, and it's been at the heart of many of our most insane client results, and my own, to be honest. You can find out more about that in the show notes below. Oodles of love. We'll see you next time.